Very good, Acolyte. Very good indeed. You have secured a promising future for your master, despite some minor disruptions. With Shin out of the way, I am free to present you and the Jade Golem Spirit Shard to my masters. I will be lauded, and you will share in my good fortune. Come to me when you are ready for the ritual. I will be outside the door to the inner chambers, waiting for their acknowledgement that the Jade Golem is ready.
You are nearing your goal. Grand Inquisitor Jia keeps many secrets in the inner chambers, enough to appease the princess and earn your way to the palace. But you may learn more than she wants to know. I know that I did, many years ago. You know that Master Li tried to stop his brother and failed. I was not there to witness that, so I only have the details that you are aware of yourself. Hui in Tian's Landing told you that in response to that act, Master Li's wife was condemned to death. She was with child at the time. This I know for certain. I was there. I was one of the elite ordered to kill Master Li's family.
I would not want to own the guilt for such an act. I pity you.
Death's hand brought the order to kill the family. We were cowards if we could not see the wisdom of his order. It was the will of the Emperor. I could not question the orders. They could not be wrong. Dirge was burning. Your master had fled, and we stood over a woman who had just given birth. I hesitated, and she was killed. For years I wondered what kind of creature could issue such an order, and what I was for following it. It was easier to be a coward than to question the Empire. Now I understand, and I hope I have shown you as well. They broke a sacred trust. I have returned because of that, even though I know what Death's hand is. My fate is sealed, but one secret must live on. I killed them all, my fellow assassins. I would not let them finish their mission. Master Li's child still lives.
Are you ready to be presented to my masters and participate in the creation of the Jade Golem? It will be glorious. Make certain you have finished all other business in the fortress. Lotus Acolytes are rarely the same after meeting with Grand Inquisitor Jia. Yes, now we shall reap the rewards we both deserve.
Preparations are complete. The Spirit Shard is prepared, thanks to the skills of our newest Lotus Acolyte.
And my efforts to accelerate her training.
Shut up, Gong! Your contribution has been noted. Now, we must complete the ritual. A score of clay golems stand idle without a focus. This Jade Golem will awaken them all, direct them as one. Insert the Spirit Shard. Let this legion of immortals give glory to our masters. What? What is wrong? I command you. I demand that you obey.
What is the meaning of this? Who has corrupted this Jade Golem? It is linked to a legion of warriors that now run mad. The Foundation will crumble. Who are you? Wait, I can sense it on you. You are the one. You carry the other pieces of the amulet.
I am so sorry, Grand Inquisitor Gia. It is my new acolyte. There was some kind of mistake.
Fool! So blinded by petty schemes that you cannot see a threat in our midst? You are worthless! And you, hidden in plain sight like your master, you caught us unsuspecting but not unprepared. Who are you to think you could enter our lair so easily? A simple student? I don't think so. An invader, conspirator, traitor. We survive by seeing the enemy in everyone. That is why Death's Hand stands at the forefront of the assassins. He draws attention, diverts criticism while the Emperor solidifies his power. You are like every other simpering peasant that has graced our dungeons. What did any of them contribute to the glory of our age before the Emperor dared to make something of them? That is the beauty of what Sun Hai has done. He has taken the raw material of the Empire and extracted something useful. For every magistrate that objects, or peasant that asks questions, another golem is forged, an army undying. But through all this, a threat remained, a traitorous sibling and a hidden protege. We did not know a face or a name, but we knew what they would need. The amulet, its pieces spread like petals to the wind. You have caught a few, but you are far from your peak, and not every golem was linked to this corrupted husk. Goodbye, Spirit Monk. I will inform Death's Hand of your passing. Double sabers! You are strong, but you do not know real power. Our strength lies in preparation. We have warriors across the Empire and other Jade Golems that are not corrupted. You have diminished us, but it is not a mortal wound. Death's Hand will be here soon. You will be my gift to him, drawn as you were by your precious amulet. Live or die, the will of the Emperor be done.
Behind you! He is too powerful. Go! I will do what I must.
You knew you could not beat me.
I was looking for victory. Just a few seconds.
I'm all for keeping the lines of communication open, but let's wait until we're clear of these falling rocks.
A lowly acolyte walks away. You should have died beside your master, preventing the escape of whoever did this. Unless you had a role in it. Destroy them to be sure.
We need to get back to the others so we can deal with what we know now. Careful out here. There's no telling what the collapsing fortress has stirred up. A regrettable adventure. We should return to the flyer so everyone can discuss what we have learned.
So, your lost sheep, Sagacious Zoo, returned to save you. I didn't think he had the nerve.
That's because people are nothing but tools to you.
My dear little Dawnstar, I'm a princess. People bow to me. That is the way things are. Of course, many things are not as I thought they were, if what we learned from Gia is true. I know what you found and what the implications of it are. The Emperor himself ordered the golems constructed, and the workers were stolen from their homes. By the Water Dragon's mercy, they are enslaved until they die, and then trapped within the golems. I have seen the proof. But how can it be true?
He's taken our master, killed our friends. What if assaulting the Water Dragon is true too? He must be stopped.
No! I will not believe it! We have to go to the palace and give him the chance to explain! Stand beside me or don't. I am going to question my father and straighten this out. It's all just a mistake. Layers upon layers, as if this wasn't complicated enough. Now you are really stepping beyond the realm of reason. Why would Zoo know this? Only partially, it would seem, or they would both be alive.
Does this change anything? We can tell Master Li and give him hope, but we must rescue him first.
Then let's quit talking and go to the palace. I will lead the way.
We must be on our guard. Is there another way to reach the palace? The princess doesn't want to see the danger.
She says she can get my marvelous dragonfly there in one piece. I've heard no other options, and I won't risk the finish flying blind.
Everyone be quiet! Are you ready to go? If you have business left in the Imperial City, you'd better finish it. I won't be leaving the palace without an answer. You delay us just to chat with your dashing rogue? Be quick about it. I want answers, and there's only one place left to get them.
Always happy to help. What do you need? Sagacious Zoo sacrificed himself so that you could continue. That reminded me how dangerous our task truly is. I hope so too. He certainly earned a reprieve, if only from hating himself so much. I don't think you would have survived Death's Hand. Even if you had, would you be in any shape to face his master, the Emperor? Your master obviously trained you well, but you've come a long way even since we met. It's true, though half of them have come from watching you, and the rest are the result of being desperate to survive, if only to see what happens next. I know this seems a strange thing to ask now of all times, but Do you ever wonder what you'll do after we rescue your master? I have my own ideas, but I'd be interested in hearing yours. I'd rather hear what you have to say, unless you're going to insist. I have high hopes that we will find a way to save your master. I wouldn't presume to know what you'll do next, but I know you'll follow the path of honor, whatever that requires. I do not think we will all survive, not against these odds, but those of us who do will find a way to return to our normal lives. When you think about it, that leaves only the question of us, doesn't it? That's the tricky one. Yes, I do. We've talked long enough. As it stands, I'm going to have to listen to Whirlwind's lewd innuendos for the next 2 days at least. Given what we're facing, I don't know if we should go further with this until you rescue your master. The last thing you need is a distraction. Trust me, you're not the only one, but you can't afford distractions right now. There will be time later.
I can't sell upgrades if I can't find... What? Oh, you're the one with the flyer, aren't you? Forgive my impertinence, but do you own that flyer, perhaps? I am Hingu, a mechanic and a businessman. I supply upgrades to people fortunate enough to have flyers. However, I've had some trouble obtaining parts of late. My previous associate went on a trip to retrieve valuable parts and never returned. I need someone brave, someone who is a capable pilot. The missions I have are dangerous, but the rewards are worth it. I will pay you good silver, and I can send you parts for your flyer to make it better.
What? Make it better? This is the finest ship of its kind. I should know. I made it. You're just a fix-it man. What would you know about ships?
I have been working on flyers since they first started appearing in the Empire. I take these rickety contraptions and make them into something amazing.
Rickety? There has never been a flyer more solid than the marvelous Dragonfly. Rickety? Your wits are the only thing rickety around here.
I have some supplies in the North Provinces that I need to pick up immediately. We've had trouble with bandits up there, so it might be tricky. If you could bring me those supplies, I have the parts necessary to upgrade your flyer. What do you say? Very good. Here's your wind map. It'll show you where to go. I'll also pay extra if you get rid of those bandits plaguing the area. You have returned, and in one piece, I see. Not bad. You brought back the supplies and you took out a few bandits on your way. You can have a little bit extra for that. There were some great flyer parts among those supplies. Would you like to have a look at them? Or if you'd prefer, I could tell you about another mission I have for you. Yes, of course. I have some very interesting items now. So, would you like to hear about the mission I have for you? Or did you want to have a look at the flyer parts again? Excellent. I am most pleased. The prefect of Shangyang County will be glad to hear he has an escort. His ships have taken a heavy toll lately. There are many raiders between here and the prefect's home, and his ship is intended more for luxury and less for war. Get the prefect home safely, and I will reward you well. The prefect has also told me to offer you extra silver for destroying as many of the raiders as you can. The prefect is anxious to be going. Here's your wind map, and remember, protect the prefect's flyer at all costs. Excellent work. The prefect is happy to be home, safe, no doubt. I see you were able to dispatch a few of the raiders on your way. I'll top up your payment a little for that. Would you like to see some of my upgrades? Or could I interest you in doing another mission for me? Yes, of course. I have some very interesting items now. So, would you like to hear about the mission I have for you? Or did you want to have a look at the flyer parts again? I have received word that my associate is alive, if not well. He was shot down by Imperial flyers while retrieving some sensitive information. Fly to the destination on the wind map and destroy anyone who attacks you. Drop off these parts so my associate can repair his ship and return. The area you will be flying into is private land, and by right only the Emperor's servants are allowed entrance. But there is a truth there that must be uncovered. Be careful. These Imperial flyers are extremely dangerous. Good luck. Chang, my associate, is on his way back. Here, I owe you this and more. I regret I have no more missions for you, but I'm always here if you require upgrades for your flyer. Thank you again. Yes, of course. I have some very interesting items now.
Something about this place. I can almost feel it. It's on the tip of my brain. And then it's gone. I just wish something would help prod my memory. Huh? What? Well now, what have we here? Well, isn't that just a golden cart full of luck? Let's see here. It's a wind map. Very sloppy ink, like it was crafted in a hurry, but I can decipher it. It would seem that someone wants to reward proper use of the furnace. Through some wind, like any other of its kind. Really, I think you'd have grasped the concept by... Oh, you mean specifically? Like the previous map, there is really only one way to know for certain where it leads, and that is to get in the flyer and go there. We will have to leave the furnace before we can fly out, however. A little matter of needing the flyer. Just tell me when you want to leave. If we make it back to the real world, speak with me again and we can head off on that little wind map adventure. Did I say if we make it back? Ha! Yes, I did. Yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty, chatty. I'm waiting for you to follow the map we found after using the furnace. I'm sure it will jog my memory and maybe result in a few trinkets for you. Who knows? Ha! I'm looking forward to this. Remembering things long forgotten is like getting to open a gift twice. More memories are hidden in this act. Interesting. Keep going. I begin to think there is a lot at stake here. Yes, I see things so clearly now. Interesting. No actual destination, but my memory is plotted again. Good job. Well, another exciting adventure. No new devices to build, but I have more than just memories to show for it this time. Exotic fuel for the furnace. I hung a net out. Wait, I have nets? Yes, I do. I have a lot of things. Oh, good thing too, we can use this stuff. With the proper configurations, these new elements can produce spectacular effects. Ah, you should be glad. I see what you mean. It does seem to be a rather complicated number of hoops to go through just for some shiny baubles, even if baubles are always nice to have. Perhaps more will be revealed with further operation of the furnace, like how the map for the last trip appeared. There must be some plan in place. Lord Lao wouldn't leave such a thing unattended for no reason, much as I would never leave the marvelous dragonfly at the side of the road. Certainly, it's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm. Well, you are getting to be quite adept at manipulating this machine. If I were Lord Lao, I'd have made it a bit more obtuse so people work harder for their supper. I'm beginning to think you have learned all of the secrets the furnace has to offer. What? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing.
For someone with such an affinity for machines, he certainly suffers for it.
Well, there's nothing like mortal danger to jog the memory. Anyone up for a flight to the edge of perception? The memories, they are seeping in. I see patterns, schematics, explosions, lots of explosions, and someone seeking rescue. Lord Lao. That's why the furnace is here, why the configurations are spread across the Empire. When it was safe for his tools to be used, it would be safe for him to return. Lord Lao is imprisoned, locked away so his inventions could no longer challenge the works of the heavens. It's an insult to the inventor spirit. We must fly. How does anyone know anything? Reasoning and inspiration, and a direct assault by energies opposed to the use of the furnace. I suppose I should be dead, but it's not the first time. Perhaps I've grown resistant to such energetic assault and surprised my assailant with my resilience. Whatever the case, I have a vision of a new wind map. It goes nowhere and everywhere. We have to destroy the force holding Lord Lao in check. Yes, that would be ideal, although we will quickly move back into a place like this. This route, I don't think it can be represented on flat paper. We should go now. I do not think the furnace will function again until this is resolved. Yes, what can I do for you? Busy, busy. No time for chatty. I am ready when you are for this very serious endeavor. Imagine it. We are about to embark on an effort to rescue the greatest inventor the Jade Empire has known. As dated as some of his concepts are, I look forward to meeting him. Perhaps I can suggest some improvements. Prepare yourself. This route is much stranger than any I have seen before. Clearly, we are not bound for a terrestrial location. This is very strange. We're on the trail of something nasty. Lord Lao better appreciate this. I don't want a celestial wrench for my trouble. What manner of beast are we following? I'm a little worried. Well, I'm not sure where we crossed from the living world to the celestial, but we seem to have made it back in one piece, and with startling revelations, too. Yes, we need to discuss what was discovered. Yes, well, it seems the entity holding the memories of Lord Blau is vanquished. The great artificer was imprisoned for insulting heavenly works. Unjustly, I might add. He is free. He is somewhat disoriented by the process. Oh, and there is perhaps something else you should be aware of. He is me.
A turn I was not expecting.
I suppose I should have been more concerned with having no memories before the last few decades, or century. Come to think of it, I guess I'm pretty old. There was always so much to do. It never seemed to matter where I was from. I'm not even sure what I did to earn this fate. I must have stepped a little above myself and angered the celestial bureaucracy. In the time before their wrath filtered down, I built the furnace to point back to myself. I don't think I'll give them cause. I like it here. So many things to build for so many small problems. All the interesting big-scale things are already built. And I have an interest in seeing your endeavor through to the end. For curiosity, you understand. And I could possibly improve the yield of the furnace. I brought 2 unspoiled gems from our flight to rescue, me in the void. The Eyes of the Void. Or the glare of the jerk that locked me up or something, with very volatile fuel. With my new understanding of the furnace, you now have a configuration unrivaled. But there is risk. Combined with this fuel, it may damage the furnace. So, continue using the furnace as it is, or risk its functions on the most powerful effect it can produce. Well, if I built it, and I guess I did, I'd fix that restriction first. The rules of inspiration defy such logic. That is why a single flyer is greater than many, and duplicates devalue the whole. The furnace is what it is. I'll make something better, but adjusting this one will require monumental effort. It is not designed for adjustment. You have found quite a number already. I don't know that there are many more to find. Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm.